everybody, this is Carrick from Angry Centaur Gaming, and today I'm proud to bring you the review of the Bureau X-Com Declassified for Xbox, PC, and PS3. Not since Eddie Murphy's song "My Girl Wants to Party All the Time" has something been so universally despised on first glimpse, so let's see if X-Com ends up being a timeless classic like that song was, or if it ends up being a bad idea akin to sending the Bush family member to broker Middle East peace. Preparations for activities checklist: alien head, check; pantaloons, check; possibly lethal level caffeine-filled drink, check, 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 let's go. Now, because we can all read, we know that at one time X-Com was set to be a first-person basic shooter living within the X-Com world, but like your Uncle Hal, who's untrustworthy or unvaluable, the game just didn't get any respect. So the company went back, rethought what they were offering, and came back with a new look. So let's see if the game is Lindsay Lohan pre-Coke nozzle, or Candace Bailey pretty much any time of her damn life. Holy shit. In X-Com, you play a member of a secret organization with the directive to save the world from an outside alien menace, so basically it's Leah Remini's life story without the realistic bloodshed. X-Com has a longer lifespan than George Burns, but I think when it comes down to it, 2K Marin, who is the company that is developing it, they really went out there and they tried something different. They found out that a lot of the older fans may not actually enjoy that, didn't really like that plan. So they went back and they rejiggered some stuff, and we're just going to go ahead and see how they did. So graphics are first. You know, man, sometimes you see a baby and think to yourself, damn, that thing is ugly as hell. Or my personal favorite, Jesus Christ, rut grubs can get huge, but you can't say it. Well, the cool thing is that doesn't really come up in this game. The graphics are never really excellent, but they're not poor. They just sort of meander in between, though they didn't render Hoover's garter belts. They never achieve excellence, but some really cool special effects and attention to detail with animation go a long way, though at times the animation does have some trouble spots. You see, apparently in XCOM, all United States federal employees have been infected with a serious case of the chiggers. Each character has various talking poses, but at times it can be odd with them switching it up at a rather brisk pace, popping and stopping Justin Timberlake style. Gonna rock your body. However, as a complete package, I can say I was impressed, and the folks at Marin seem to use a couple unique filters I can't remember the last time I saw to give the graphics a somewhat old film look. They also have a lot of special effects when it comes to smoke and debris. If you watch closely, you can actually see your character get cancer, while texture work aims its eye towards the mostly mediocre and hits with insane accuracy. It's not without its trouble spots, though, with quick saving inducing a rapid series of frame rate drops like the game forgot what the hell it was doing. It's fairly awkward and reminds me of the last time I watched Basic Instinct with my parents in the room. Hi, Mom. That interrogation scene is awesome. So awesome. The sound effects are good, though occasionally their mixing seems unnaturally narrow, which means at times various effects sort of wash over one another and you end up wondering if you're at a Swedish death metal concert. However, for the most part, guns sound like guns, explosions are all explosion-y, and you can tell when someone is shooting at you and what type of gun they're using. Now, the music is lean, and by that I mean there's not a lot. It doesn't show up all the time, but particular scenes really stood out. Not like an in-your-face way, but more of a subtle, oh shit, music's playing right now. I would have liked to have seen a bit more, and what was there was really good. It just made me wonder how minimalistic they had actually wanted to go. However, little environmental bits like radios playing and the audio logs you can get are actually well done, and due to the time frame within the game history, it was cool to hear all these old computers chugging away at downloading Jenna Hayes pictures at like 1K download speeds. The voice acting was spot on, except for one major point. Your main character sounds like he swallowed a bag of beer nuts and chased it with a gallon of kerosene before every scene. The dude is closer to Dom from Gears than, say, an LA Noire character. Either that or he's got throat cancer.
How do I know we can trust you?
Gravel tastes good.
It worries me when people don't answer my questions.
Forgive me.
At times it plays out well, but seriously, the dude needs to get like on a 12-step program, or maybe just 5 steps or something, because damn! Gameplay. I remember that one time when I was really young when I tried to run across a frozen lake and I thought that putting socks on the outside of my shoes would help with the traction. It didn't, and one coma later I learned my lesson. Let's see if they learned their lesson, or if they were right all the time. The game mixes third-person features with squad management that happens in a time-slowed environment, so if you watch really closely, it looks exactly like an LSD trip. However, it works, and it works well, and there are 3 major reasons. The first reason, it's easy, not difficulty-wise, but controlling your people. It's hitting a button, moving them around, and sending them on their way with the ability to cue moves once they get to a location. Secondly, the characters aren't useless. This game doesn't seem to repeat the speaking mannequins of some games, with your secondary characters able to do some serious van damage. The third, and probably most important, is customization. The game is actually fairly deep when it comes to customizing with a class, then a specialty, as well as special skills. This means just changing a class but using the same specialties would still end up giving you a different character type and use. You rarely get that one useless fuck who just sits around and eats your eggs. It's flexible like a Russian gymnast and just as sexy. There's just overall a really good amount of customization. I'm not going to lie, it's not an RPG or maybe even as deep as the other recently offered XCOM game, but I felt happy with the systems and how they work. The AI was also surprisingly well done and didn't feel like its decision making was based solely around whacking itself in the head multiple times to see if a good idea flopped out. The enemies and their tactics are varied and flank often enough to make you think that they might be playing a game of grab ass, and their knowledge of the levels appears equal to yours or mine or the characters. They aren't Mensa, but they also don't sit around a campfire and say, hey guys, I have a good idea, let's drill fucking holes in our heads. As the primary character, of course, you are at times by yourself, and like a younger brother left at a theater by themselves so the older brother can score with the town gypsies, enjoyment will be measured in what you can do on your own. Combat is fairly simple and effective, and I rarely felt that I was wrestling the controller for control. So you know I rate games on a buy, wait for a sale, rent, or have a Mind Pro performed on you so you don't have to remember it rating scale. This game is a wait for a sale with one little caveat. If you dislike the idea of a game based in a universe you love but change to a focus you are not interested in, wait for a sale or rent it. If you're okay with seeing how a game world looks and feels with a unique change in narrative, this might not be that bad. It's not amazing, and at times I did really feel that a little bit of the magic was missing, but it's a solid title with no real issues that I could find. It's a plain Jane girlfriend that occasionally does something special in the bedroom that makes you ask, what have you been downloading? And there are a good number of missions, and it's a fun, if bare bones, hub area and solid shooting and squad tactics. You probably won't see it on any Game of the Year list, but a game like this had little chance of that anyway. It's that spunky kid that shows up to a football practice and surprises everyone by not totally sucking. He won't be the quarterback, but he has a place on the team. So this is Carrick again from Angry Centaur Gaming. I appreciate you listening to the review. If you liked it, hit like. If you didn't like it, hit dislike. Subscribe if you can, share if you can. Have a good one. Peace out, bitches. My girl wants to party all the time, party all the time. Oh, goodbye. Damn. Grenade. Wait, what are you doing? Good times. Here, I see you. Supermarket. We should get some fruit. Critical strike that motherfucker. Take him down. Good job. Everybody is dead. Oh, frame rate fucking hitch. I hate that shit. Onward. I love this slimy bastard. Oh, now they're not moving at all. Hands straight down, sir.
Few of the staff like to show off and compete over there. Good way to stay sharp. And if you're a good shot, it's a nice way to win a few.
A lot of smoking cigarettes just laying around. This place is gonna burn. Uncomfortable silence.
Thanks. That's all I need.
That's all I need.